Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. We're back, and first of all, I want to apologize for there only being one episode last week. I'm trying to get two in this week, so hopefully that'll work out. And if that's the case, you can see another one tomorrow. So let's get back to it. I was thinking about maybe picking up Bear Daughter after all, but Jimmy, I still hope that's how you pronounce your name now. If not, I'm sorry once again. I haven't heard any comments on that yet. He commented a little bit on what she is. She's a ranger class, so basically close to what we have with Cheerwell. In which case, I'm going to leave her for now. And yeah, we talked with Captain Aureus and Arhu last time. And now we want to move towards... Well, that's the big question. I think I'm gonna go to the crime scene first and then talk with Esmeralda. Because I wanna see for myself first before I talk to the prime witness, basically, or not the prime witness, the prime suspect. That's the word. And so that's what we're going to do. So let me take a look here. Door to the mess. I mean, sure, the mess hall. Might as well take a look here. Maybe there's something interesting here. Oh, wait.
Doors are for our Legion troops. Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Okay, so... Oh! Wait. I need to switch. So continue. Ah, crap. It's the wrong character you walk... What? That's weird. Would be nice if I could switch who was talking here. So, don't let that rooster escape, yeah. Yeah, sure, let's go with the first one. Isn't it a chicken's destiny to be eaten? We should catch it and give it back to the cook.
True story indeed. Perhaps we too can have a bite later.
Plus heartless, okay. Okay, so I have a feeling I missed something there. But it's... What I would like was that you could actually... switch, because Cheerwell does have Pet Pal, if I remember correctly. Let's talk with the cook.
That was close. Thanks for catching Fidgety Jack here. I guess he got nervous when I mentioned drumsticks. Let's have that bird then, shall we? Our troops are mighty hungry.
Okay, well, let's go upstairs. Take a look there. Oh boy, that sounded thuddy and wet. There is somebody up here. The quartermaster. Okay, what do you do?
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Ah, okay, nice. So she does have a lot of stuff. Adept, do I have that? I'll take my leave. But this is good to know. There is a central hub. Also, it was pointed out to me that we do have these categories here, so I can sort by stuff, basically. So miscellaneous, for example, could be stuff that I might be able to just sell, maybe. Or we've got some crafting stuff. But it's nice that you can sort like this, pretty much. So you can... I could get rid of some of these, for example, if I wanted to. Is that fire staff? 8 to 13, 8 to 13. What was that? Oh, it's two-handed, though. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's the staff, not the wand, so I would be melee in that case. Don't really want that right now. But that's cool. So I still don't really know how I want to handle all the selling stuff. And we'll see. I think now that I know that there's a quartermaster here, maybe after this episode I'll go back and sell a bunch of stuff and maybe equip a bit. Just to see what else she will sell me. But we'll see, I guess. For now. So I'm just seeing if they have names, because if they have names, I'm pretty sure there will be dialogue options for me to explore. If they're just legionnaires or generic names, XYZ, I'm probably not going to bother too much. So I'm just taking a quick look here. So I have a feeling I missed a small side quest there with that chicken. But, well, it's what the character would have said. It's Shearwell's fault for not disagreeing because she could actually understand what the chicken was saying. So what is this? Oh, it's the town hall. Okay, wait, let's talk with him.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter. Welcome to the town hall of Sicil.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, okay, it's the town hall where the mayor
So
is.
we'll always receive a warm welcome at the town hall of Sicil.
Yeah. Okay, so do we want to talk with the mayor? Oh, so these are persons of or places of interest. We've got the warehouse, we've got the town hall, the cook's house. Oh, the cook's house is apparently important as well, and the Legion headquarters here. Or maybe that's just because it's an area where I could sell and buy specific stuff. On the cook, I would expect a lot of food, maybe. So let's talk with the mayor.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you. My elf? What elf?
I was asking about yourself, himself.
Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
So tell me about the issues in Sicil.
What?
I mean, we do know about the orcs and the undead and all that
You mean
stuff.
Sicil. Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil.
Okay.
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Okay, so what about the Staff of Pergamon?
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
So tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
I can see that. So what do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Okay, so I don't know if he now. The first time, every time he said him something, he said he couldn't hear, and now the first few exchanges he didn't. So I don't know if he's faking that, or if he is, if that's for the sake of not having him always ask that. That might be a design choice. But we do have to suspect everybody basically right now with this murder investigation, so he might be not as deaf as he appears to be.
Jake, murdered?
So I'm gonna go with the one
Yes,
again.
now I recall. Indeed, I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence.
So that's
One never knows for sure.
a new hint here with the whoever the Duke of Ferrol is or was.
All right, bloke. Apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense, the whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Oh, okay. That's not so good. So we can talk about that more. So tell me more about the undead in Sicil.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
So can you tell me more about Rivellon's sects?
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Sir
Oh,
Hunter.
God.
But I suppose if
The birds
you
and the
really
bees.
don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally...
Oh, God, seriously?
Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
So once again, this might be a deflection that he's just pretending and that he's just averting or avoiding the question. So let's talk with him more about the library.
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in?
Library, yeah.
Ah, the library.
Yes, he's a library.
You must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Okay, sure. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay, yeah, sure. Sounds interesting.
Marvelous. Follow me then.
So new log entry added. A mysterious murder and Cecil's mighty staff. So sure, let's go upstairs.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
Wait, what?
It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Victoria? Oh, what are you?
I know it by heart.
Oh, she's an orc?
Kaj'Dinor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Oh, okay, interesting. And this is Jahan here. Isn't that the one that Ginny pointed out to me? He's the support healer class? The mage, so that is nice.
Know it by heart.
Well, let's talk with Victoria first, follow the suggestion, and make us known. But I'm going to talk with Chewell. I think she's a bit more open-minded here.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Getahal. Be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine.
Oh, okay. Very polite. Who are you, madam?
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I
Not
was very
really.
young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride.
So may I take books from the library?
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Okay, let's trade. See, yeah, she has at least... Okay, so she has empty scrolls and a resurrect scroll, forgotten language of fairy. Okay, cool. That's really expensive, so I assume it actually has some sort of benefit attached to it. So that's cool. Let me quick save once here. I don't really know if it's necessary or not. Can we... Okay, we can peruse the books here, definitely, but I'm not gonna go into too much here for now, probably.
Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
So let's talk with Johan here. I think he's the one we're supposed to recruit.
Mali Daemonis quam.
So is that Latin, or something like that?
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed.
Oh, God.
No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
He's a weird guy.
Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt
Jehan,
demons.
okay.
You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy.
Okay, so he is a demon hunter.
I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you. The might of the magician's mastermind.
He definitely has a very high opinion of himself.
On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Okay, do we want to take him on? I think we do, at least for now. Just see what he can do and bring our party up to 3 members, and then we're going to pick up number 4 very soon. So I'm also not against his stand there, that I won't deal with demons. It might have its benefit at some point, but for now, let's stay the upholding citizens and source hunters, and we're not gonna deal with demonic beings. So very well, there will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying.
There we go.
I see you are firm of purpose, and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
Okay, cool. So now we've got Jahan, who is level 3, so he's a little bit higher than we are already. Let's check that again. And he has Jahan's quarterstaff. Okay, cool. He doesn't have a helmet. Do I have one of those, maybe, around somewhere? So what else? He's got teleportation, Staff of the Tempest, Shocking Touch, at arm's length. Okay, Rain, creates water surfaces, Bitter Cold, and Regeneration, and Blitz Bolt. So this is the Hydrosophist, the healing spell. So he's, yeah, Aerothurge and Hydrosophist, so he's an enchanter. If that's what they're called here as well, I'm not completely sure. It's what I'm playing in Divinity Original Sin 2 right now. But that would make sense. So shouldn't I? Oh, it's skills. Yeah, so he's got 2 points in Aerothurge and 2 in Hydrosophist, which just makes him makes it possible to learn more in this as well. Okay, cool. I like this. Got a bit more control with him in there. And he should just move with us. Okay, perfect. So can we talk with him like this? Yes.
Daemonium. I'll find you yet.
Okay, so we can make him leave the party. The question is, do they just... I doubt they will stay where you tell them to. There's probably a hub that they're going to go to where you can pick them up again. So let's see. I have some questions for you.
Undoubtedly, I have answers.
Okay, cool. So I actually want to know a bit more about him. So where are you from?
I am not from any place anymore. I go where my quest leads me. Besides, the name would mean nothing to you. The glorious city in the glorious kingdom where I was born. I remember them well, the sandstone castles, hued like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. The fountained gardens and halls of pearl-colored marble inlaid with gemstones set in shapes of plants and beasts. Yes, I can see them still, though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages, they dissolve upon approach. Time. It frays the foundations of memory.
Oh boy, okay, so why do you hunt demons?
For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep.
So should party members really keep secrets from one another?
Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we meet there'd be no questions asked. I have my secrets. Undoubtedly, you have yours. They are ours to keep.
That's true, I suppose. So I'm not gonna let him list the obvious ones. It's okay. We're just gonna move on for now. And there's one person left up here to talk to, so we might as well. So let's talk with Charlene.
Hunter. Oh, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes. Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now.
What happened to your brother Tom?
Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
Okay, I'll take my leave. This looks like another side quest. Yeah, Tom, the wannabe adventurer. Charlene, Major Cecil's maid, said she was looking for her brother Tom. He left to become an adventurer, and she hasn't heard from him in quite some time. Okay, cool. So let's see if I can actually make it towards the inn this time, or not. But we've picked up Jahan, so it was definitely worth it to come this way and take a look. And we should pick up person number 4 to our... person number 4 to our party in a matter of moments. I am going over towards... Oh, okay, so the entrance is actually on the other side, apparently. Oh yeah, it's the back room, so where I was probably the entrance. I'm just gonna walk around one time and take a quick look here. To see if we can maybe make something out. So what's in there? Okay, that door is locked, so I don't see in there. It's just a rat in there, apparently, for now. It's also locked. You can break into these, but don't really think I should right now. Then we've got this door here that's just open. You know what? Let's. I'm running past it. You know what? Oh, it's the Mortician's Morgue. Oh, so we're gonna go there soon enough, I assume. Talking to him to learn more about the death of the guy, maybe. Oh, one hit. Wow. That's actually really strong. isn't it? 18 to 45 piercing compared to everything else. But we can't do anything with that right now, so... Ah, well. Got a water balloon. What next? Okay, so nothing more here. These are just straight up legionnaires. Fine, that's another way up. Yeah, okay, so the door I ran past is the actual entrance to this. Just didn't quite look like it. Door to the town hall bathroom. Sure. What town hall what? Oh, it's locked. Okay. So let's go in here. I usually would expect a sign to be on the side up here, but not down there, which is why I thought it wasn't the real entrance, but it is. So it's the King Crab Inn. Let's see.
A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Is that the same voice actor that does Captain Aureus? I think so.
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
Okay, and you are?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I changed them.
Oh god. So what kind of scheme is he gonna try to pull here? So about the opportunity you mentioned.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I don't know. So I'm here to do my duty, which is hardly the same as adventuring. No, we're gonna go with one. That's more of the Chiawell answer.
Some could not because they are professionals, not adventuring daydreamers.
There we go. That's a Tharic answer.
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two
Bold and
who
cautious.
voice their opinions with vigor when they differ. What else could I expect from mighty source hunters? Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
No, riches don't interest me much, actually.
Nor me. Wealth is but vanity.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover yet another treasure during your travels. Even so, my friend, matters of a
Can he
pecuniary
get to
nature
the
aside,
point?
What is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get
You're losing me, buddy.
dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those
Bring your pitch to a
orders.
close here.
Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Yeah, let's stick with 2. So there's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
True enough. We serve a just cause, so why wouldn't we follow our orders?
Come now. I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would say
Oh, come on.
puppet's role. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am.
Why are you answering your own
Help
questions?
you attain the dream. Enact the change you deserve.
Oh boy.
And that is exactly why I am here. Why, fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab.
Ah, fate,
so
not
that
himself.
I can reach you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five.
Oh, now it
The
gets
invitation
interesting.
to join is yours. Grab it.
So now we actually have something new to say here. So tell me more about the Fabulous Five.
You'd like nothing more than to.
Or now we have an
wouldn't
incentive
you?
to agree
Of
with what he says,
course
basically.
you would. And you can. Of course. If you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
So what is it that the members of the Fabulous Five actually do?
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most
Could you
very
stop
serious
with the
on it.
compliments?
Now,
It's
join
so
the
god.
Fabulous Five is to join a
We're not gonna make it in there
to
this
join a
time again, are we?
fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the
Oh,
your
okay.
first contract, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
Oh boy.
Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful?
So this is a pyramid scheme. That's what
By
he's saying.
now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship?
Yeah, of course. It's a family. It's like Fast and Furious, of course. And I haven't even watched the last 5 movies, and I still know that.
Partake in glory and defeat. Work hard. Fulfill.
He has a way with words, hasn't he? I'm sorry that I'm talking over this. I mean, it's just the same repetition of everything he's already said. But I'm gonna enlist after all, because that's our only way to find Tom, I suppose.
Shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process.
Yes, fabulously, of course. Yeah, sure, I'm gullible. I'd like to enlist.
Of course, of course. Oh, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap, you're part of the family. All I need
So I
is
have the
one
feeling
little
that this is gonna come back to
what do you
bite me.
say?
Difficult. You know what? Sure. Let's do it and just see. You know what? No. Well... yeah, okay.
You'd fall for this foolish scheme. Gods, you're gullible.
There we go. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind again. So, all right, we'll do it your way.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical and short-sighted of you. To deny the Fabulous Five. It is a crime.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, new entry added. The Fabulous Five. An adventurer named Mendius offered us to join the Fabulous Five. Seemed a bit fishy, though, so we declined. Let me check if we can still join that if we talk with him again.
You return and humble me with your presence.
Now, let's see about this Tom fellow.
Who? Tom? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, hold on. Yes, of course, Tom. One of our most recent additions to the Fellowship. Brave kid, smart as a tack. He'll prove to be a wonderful addition to the family yet.
You're not worried about the undead and out and about?
They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches.
Yeah, okay, so that didn't update anything for us. Maybe I needed to accept that to join there. Oh. Let's say it was a bit dark. Let's finally go into the King Crab Inn, shall we? There's Unsinkable Sam. Let's talk to him first. Oh, the Duke of Ferrell. There we go. That's good to know.
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back.
Okay, who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
So tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it.
Oh, okay.
The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
You were the only survivor?
So I was. What
I'm talking to a
friends I
cat
had.
right now.
They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley.
At least he's
There
another
I
Arhu.
was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But
Oh god, we're gonna hook him up.
companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
That sounds so creepy. About Maxine.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat.
Okay, if you say so.
I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
So we'll have to go talk to her, I assume. So I have some other questions for you.
By all means.
We're gonna leave it later, so I'll take my leave. Let's see. Yep, kitty love. Sure. We have been asked by Unsinkable Sam, the tavern tomcat, to investigate why the cat of his dreams, Maxime, isn't interested in him.
Hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Oh, thank you to leave me be, you old bat.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to a... Well, suffice to say,
So that's, I think, our last person, Medora here. I was supposed to look out for white hair, if I remember correctly, and she looks certainly like a big melee character, so let's talk to her.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade.
Dodecahedron,
This
okay.
old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days.
Edgier than a dodecahedron. Is that a 20-sided dice? I think so. Dodeca, yeah, I think that's... Yeah, Deca is 10, so that's 20-sided. So she's got more edges than 20.
I'll tell you.
I know it's not supposed to
sure
be that
does
literal.
me good to set eyes on another of our
Just to
order.
make that sure.
From Academy West.
Or to clear that.
aren't you?
Ah.
Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him.
Oh, so, who did you say you were? I don't recognize you from the Academy.
You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do.
Okay, cool. So she's a source hunter as well?
Medora's the name.
Oh.
Retired, or so the order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side.
Okay, cool. So I hadn't heard of another source hunter being assigned to Sicil. What are you doing here?
Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again.
A sauce hunter?
I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup.
Okay, so orcs attacked your village. How did you manage to escape?
By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night.
That does sound quite fortunate.
I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Sicil hinterlands.
Okay, so what's your next plan of attack?
Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come
Of course she hasn't thought about it.
I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town.
It seems likely.
I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
Okay, cool. It's a good offer. It's a bit more than Jahan actually offered. For him, it's more of a... I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, it's just a different angle, but I like this. That they all have their own motivations and goals. It's really cool. So let's go with 2. What evidence of source in Sicil have you found thus far?
More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain.
Okay.
There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thalron for another.
So that's what I suspected, that Mayor Cecil isn't that innocent. And who's Master Thalron? Thaliron? Have I talked to with him yet? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
So the feline menace, does she mean Arhu?
You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural.
Wait, so she's just talking about cats in general? Really? She has a distrust of cats because they can see in the dark? It's so good. Let's talk tell me about Mayor Cecil.
Now don't get me wrong. I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if he can't hear farther than the tip of his own nose.
If that's actually true.
But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law.
Oh, she means the staff.
I suspect an illegal source, artifact, or substance is at the root of it, but exactly what or who's given it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Sicil, I don't have the authority to interrogate him.
Okay, so tell me more about Thalron.
Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet my sword he's dealing in
Okay, so he's the doctor of the town?
and tonics.
Or the
A
city?
loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say.
Cool, okay. So that's your proposition. You help us here in Sicil and we help you take back your home village thereafter?
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion.
Of course we know that saying.
Like the back of my hand by
Goes
now.
without saying.
And the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Okay, yeah. I mean, she seems good, and it was once again recommended that we pick her up, so sure. A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all of the evils bent against this fair land.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius shaking in his wee boots.
And there we go. So we've picked up Medora, who's also level 3. And let's check her out. She is carrying Medora's 2-handed sword. Wow, 44 to 56. That's impressive. It's really good, actually. And what can she do? She's got the staff of... Why? Okay, weird. But that's okay. So we've got Crushing Fist. Knocks them down. We've got Battering Ram. Okay. That skill knocks down the second game. That I do know, but not here apparently. Whirlwind. Okay, cool. Helping Hand. Back up or pet out a burning one. Okay, that's... It's such a nice detail. That's a skill. You can actually help up a knockdown ally or put out his burn by patting him down. That's so cool. And the melee power stance increases both damage of your melee attacks and your movement speed at the cost of precision. So I do lose hit chance, but we can toggle that. But let's not for now, I feel like. I'm gonna wait on her. She looks cool, though, with her entire look she has going on. So let's deactivate that again. There we go. And now we've got our group of 4. I like this. And back there is where the crime scene is. But, yeah, we're gonna see about that next time. So we are in the King Crab's Inn yet. Another episode of Only Talking. The next one is probably gonna be a lot of talking again, but I hope I can get some action, and if I have to go out on the North Beach here to fight some orcs, to do so. But we'll see. We have to solve the murder, so it will come up naturally, but I'm sure there will be fights sooner or later. There is a lot of people here to talk to, and we'll tackle that first thing next time. So for now, this is where I'm going to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Divinity Original Sin, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.